What's up YouTube? It's Invincible Mike back with another video. Today I'm going to show you the most unstoppable play in Madden. Now I'm going to start this video off by saying I ran the same play every single time throughout this whole game, throughout all these games that you'll see. And then on defense all I did was go field goal block and let them score every time. Now obviously I don't condone playing this type of way. There's no sportsmanship in it. You know, there's no fun in it for the opponent. And so after every single game, I messaged the opponent, I apologized, I told them the reasoning, they all said it was good. So if they're not mad, why should you be? Alright, so let's get into this gameplay. As you can see, you know, there's a certain strategy to this. So the first strategy is to look at your running backs. You know, the two men in the backfield with you. Those are the two where that's going to put the most pressure on the defense. Because if they don't have flats down, it's going to be all day, just like that. So, and you want to penalize them every time they don't guard that flat, because it's going to constantly be in his head, alright, I'm going to have to use her, whether it's a defensive lineman or it's a middle linebacker, someone, they're going to have to move them over and force them to defend the running backs. So, first step is to look at the running backs. Next step is to look at Sammy Watkins number 14. That'll be your square every time. And just like right here, see, and that'll open it up. If he, you know, he'll be more focused on the running backs. And I see how 6 for 6, like every time, I promise you, every time there's something open. And when there's not something open, you run with the quarterback. That's why I suggest the Chiefs or the Rams or someone where the quarterback can at least get you 3 to 4 yards, because at the end of the day, it's a long game. Now, I'll also say that the only reason I'm really putting this out is to give everyone, you know, sort of a 2-minute drill play where, you know, you're constantly running the same play and you just got to get down the field. This is by far the best play that you can use. You know, there's always someone open, there's always an option, and, you know, it's so unstoppable. Every time I go online, it's hard to find someone that can stop me. So, here we are again. Now, every now and then, there are a couple audibles that I would make. Sometimes I'll send Tyreek Hill on a streak, or I'll send Conley on a streak. That would be the circle. The reason for that is it'll draw that safety that's back there, and now lead Tyreek Hill's or your X's cross pattern. It'll open that up, or, you know, depending on who your circle is, mine is Tyreek Hill, obviously one of the fastest receivers in the game, so I trust him, and so sometimes I'll just lob it up there. And, you know, all these different things, all these different audibles, it's going to constantly confuse your defense. Or their defense, I should say. So as you can see, even with 44 seconds, you know, there's no rush, there's no worry, because I know at the very least I have my timeouts. I'm going to be able to get out of bounds with my running backs. He keeps leaving it open, so I'm going to keep penalizing him until he defends it. And once again, you know, I just want to point out, it's never any fun when anyone uses the same play, so please don't abuse this. But, you know, if you need to get better at the game, if you can't even be all Madden when you play the computer, this is the play. This is sort of how I got good. I started playing the story mode with the My Player, whatever it's called, and, you know, obviously you suck when you start off, so this was the play that they gave me, and I just ran with it, and I just started mastering it. I just started learning to recognize every time which route would be open, and learn how to read defenses. And so I just stopped posting this video. You know, it'll teach you. You'll learn to start recognizing the defense. See exactly what he did there, where he went out and tried to guard that running back going right. I just go the other way. I also look at square. And so as you can see, 15 of 16. It's so hard to stop, and I get that this guy might not be the best of talent, nor the other guys I might play, but it's just the logistics of it. You got five receivers, and then you have a 6th option where you can run with the quarterback. Almost impossible to guard. Plus the audibles you can make. So even if he pretends that, or starts to learn your routes or your tendencies, you can just go to another option. You can change the route up on him. Anything you want. And see, right there, that's the only time circle is going to be open. is after everyone passes. And so I'll start to talk about my mindset here. And so, like I said, first looks are the running backs. And then I'm looking at square on that post route. And then I'm looking right back at the running backs to see where they are. Because once you miss those opportunities, they're gone. Don't even risk throwing it to them. After those three options are gone, you're looking at your circle to see if he's there, and you're looking at your squares kind of simultaneously. So, and then last resort, if none of them are open, you gotta take off or you gotta throw it away. So like I said, to stop this 4 times in a row, almost impossible. Now I keep diving, and that's purely for the gameplay. If I'm being honest, as you can see, I'm sort of new to YouTube, not that many videos out, not that great at editing, so I try to make this the fastest that I possibly could. And as you can see, this is a whole nother game, and I'm already 6 for 7, 82 yards. Like I said, this is mainly just for people trying to get better at the game, or if you need that last 2-minute drill play, this is perfect for it. So yeah, like I said, don't abuse it. There's no reason to. Right there I had square, I should have thrown it, but you'll learn the more you play, and if you try to use this play, it does get harder and harder to master, because once they take away 3 or 4 of your options, and you got to make the right play every time. Like you can see here, 4th and 1. It's as easy as just a guy dropping a ball or making the bad read, and it's his ball. Here you can see he gives me the option to run it. I usually throw it to circle if he comes up a little quicker. So here you're going to see me block both running backs, and that's because if you see this defense, it looks like Tyreek Hill and his route's going to be wide open, and so I risk it. I block both because you got to give them time to get that route, and there it is. And so all of this is really just to keep confusing the defense, keep them on their heels, keep them guessing. Tyreek Hill is usually the best receiver on the team, but you can only go to him sometimes. I should have gotten him there, but it's a hard read. It's hard to recognize when he's open. The only time I'll really look his way is, if that safety back there isn't back there, or if there's only one safety, I'll send him on that streak, like I said before. But otherwise, unfortunately, I don't really use Tyreek Hill like that. I do like Sammy Watkins at that square position better, just because, I feel like he's a taller receiver and all that good stuff. So. That's a bad pass there. If I'm being honest, I should have just ran it. But like I said, it's going to take time to get used to it, to learn to read the defense. When you face someone that's a good user, that's always a good challenge too. Unfortunately, I didn't run into one of those.
Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough.
So as you can see, we're on to another opponent now. And if you notice, when I got the ball, you can say I don't know how to play defense, but like I said, I was just field goal blocking, letting them score. No sportsmanship in that, but I did apologize, and like I said, they were cool with it. So, continuing on, a lot of times, I should mention, a lot of the times, if not all the time, I am rushing to that line. I am no huddling it, mainly because I want to keep that defense in the same scheme that they're in. Because when they start changing things up and start throwing different things at you, then that's where, you have to start saying, where, you can't rely on the same guys being open, whereas if you no huddle it, rush to the line, it's going to be hard for him to make the adjustments, make, any changes that he needs. So it's important to try to get this off every time as quickly as you can without letting him make the adjustments, and then, making the right play just about almost every time. The only thing that really sets you back here is if, you throw interceptions or if you get sacked, like I said. See, he's covering that square route because, I threw it, I believe, like the first couple times, and so now it's in his head. Now he's going to take that guy out. That field's going to be wide open for my quarterback to run right there. And then, that's going to be open every time. And if he tries to cover that instead, then square is going to be open again. And even if square is not open again, I'll have the running back running his way. So, like I said, there's always going to be someone open. Here I only got 5 seconds left. So, like I said, you just know your running backs can get out of bounds real quick. I got a timeout just in case anyways. I will say that here, I only have one option. Or I should say I have two options. One is the Tyreek Hill, but the obvious option would be the Sammy Watkins, and that's your square. And that's if you're lucky. That's if he's not the best defensive player, because he should. Alright guys, so that's going to basically do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I don't condone running the same play, and playing like this is really no fun on either ends, especially with me just letting him score every time. But I hope this helps some of you get better. I hope this helps you guys master your 2-minute drill. Hope this helps you guys have fun with the game. This is one of my first videos, so if you would please like, comment, and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. And as you can see here, I usually go for 2-2, but that was only to show that even at the 2-yard line, there's a play for you. And as you can see here, I'm going to purposely miss this because, 6'6", I don't know who's superstitious, but that's bad luck, so we're going to stay away from that. Thank you all, and take care.